Hi guys, this is Miss Regine from SOAR Educational Services, and today I'm going to teach you how I would solve an SAT problem. So I've written some information on the board, but the specific problem reads, at time t equals 0, an object was launched from the ground level directly upward. While the object was above ground, its height in meters h after t second was given by the following equation. So that's the equation right here. And then it says how many seconds after it was launched did the object hit the ground. So whenever they ask you things like this, like how many seconds after it was launched did it hit the ground, they're asking when the function equals 0, so that is when y equals 0. So if you are able to use a Desmos calculator, you can actually plug this into the calculator, or even your TI 83, 84, whatever you have calculator, you can plug this in, and then you can see where the graph hits the y-axis. Now, where the graph hits the x-axis. So that's when y equals 0. Now, so that's one way to do it. Possibly you can check to see if this is factorable. This problem actually is factorable. I probably would not have solved it that way because unless I knew for a fact that it was factorable, because then you're trying out different numbers and you may not see if it's factorable. So I'm going to demonstrate how I would do the quadratic formula, but I am telling you there are other options. So with the quadratic formula, you would do negative 34.3. So you do need to know that this is the formula for the quadratic formula. All right, and this is my A, and this is my B, and there's no C in this problem, so C is equal to 0. So I would do negative 34.3, that's negative B, plus or minus the square root of 34.3 squared minus 4. A is negative 4.9, and C is 0. So automatically here what I see is, I know this is going to be 0. Anything times 0 is going to be 0. So this part is 0. So I have 34.3 to the second power, but I also see that I'm taking the square root of it. So I know they cancel each other out. So at this point, because I'm going to just be left with 34.3, because the square and the square root will cancel each other out. So all I will have is 34.3 minus 0, but 0 is nothing. So we're just going to have 34.3 over 0. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I did not mean that. Over 2 times negative 4.9. All right, so now with quadratic equations, you have two possible answers. So let's see. The first one, we have negative 34.3 plus 34.3, and that's 0. So it doesn't matter what it's divided by.